inflation fighters. Thank you for joining me, the Penny Nanny, where we watch over every cent. I hope you had a terrific Thanksgiving. I posted yesterday in a short the food we had. The only thing I think that wasn't on there was the cauliflower that we had. So we did actually have a vegetable. It wasn't just all meats and starches. So my husband made the turkey. Well, I got up in the morning and I made carrot cake cupcakes to have for dessert for my son and I. Excuse me, because we don't like to have pumpkin pie. Well, I asked my husband if he wanted to have one without frosting on it in the morning, just because I hadn't got to doing it yet. And he said, we don't even need that pumpkin pie. So we still have the pumpkin pie and Cool Whip in the freezer. And so I got up to make that, and then I also prepped the cheesy Hashbrown Casserole. I used a different recipe this time. I did a copycat one from some gal's website, and it was supposed to taste like, if you've ever been to Cracker Barrel, they have a Hashbrown Casserole there. And it's pretty delicious. It tastes pretty good. I didn't think this was, that it tasted like that when we actually did sit down to eat it. But it was very good. A lot less saltier than most of the Hashbrown casseroles I've had. And I think it might be just simply because there was only one can of condensed soup in there. Excuse me. So a lot less sodium. And it called for butter, but I didn't have any that I could use to melt. So I just used mayonnaise, and it tasted actually pretty good. So, but yeah, maybe we'll make that someday as a Tasty Tuesday. But I wanted to get all those things out of the way so that my husband would be able to do the turkey and the dressing. And he picked the Pepperidge Farm stuff. So he had to dice some onions, and there was something else he had to do. Oh, make stock from the bouillon cubes that we had. And he liked it. He thought it was good. So we still have that box of dressing left over, the boxed kind, in the pantry, so we can use that at a later date. And then, let's see, and then the cauliflower was just a steam bag of frozen vegetables, but we just needed to have a vegetable. So, the way my husband made the turkey is he used bacon that we got from our pantry and wrapped it around the turkey and cooked it that way. And they said they liked it. I didn't have any turkey yet. I prefer mine to be cold. I like cold chicken and cold turkey. So I did have a piece of cold chicken as my protein. And then, so we ate about 5:30, which we haven't eaten that early in a very long time. And my husband said, this is good because I have all this time to digest the food before bedtime. So instead of getting like only 2 hours before he goes to bed, he had like 5 hours. So it was good that way. And we watched the football games. I did a little decorating, and other than that, it was just really a relaxing day. It started out sunshiny and nice outside, but the sun didn't last for long. And when the sun's not out there at this time of year, you're cold. So we were all cold, and my son started one of his amazing fires. And so we were toasty warm and had a great meal and it was just a really nice day to relax. Very quiet, but very, very peaceful. So that was ours. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving and were able to do lots of things that you enjoy too. So I'm gonna go over the meal plan for next week, and obviously it includes leftovers. So tonight we're gonna have just a redo of our dinner last night, a replay. I'm gonna mix the cauliflower with some broccoli though, because we had some broccoli earlier in the week. Excuse me, that week. I'm sorry, my voice is just really scratchy today. So we are going to, I'll just blend that together just to use that all up. So yeah, we're gonna have the leftovers tonight. And then tomorrow night, after we have a chance to bag up all of the leftovers, label them what we want to use them for, and my husband is gonna make a soup out of the drippings and the carcass and stuff like that. But we're gonna go totally opposite, whole different animal. We're gonna have tacos or nachos, one of those two, for that. And then Sunday, we're gonna have some fried chicken, the leftover chicken that I got. That should be sufficient. I mean, I know it's more poultry, but it's in a different style. And it's a whole different bird. And on Monday, I'm gonna make the California clubs that I talked about, how it's turkey wrapped with certain things inside a tortilla or a flatbread. And then Tuesday is gonna be a leftover day. Wednesday, we're gonna have pork chops. And Thursday, we're gonna have chicken wings. Last time I made the chicken wings, when I made my own shake and bake, we only ate half of it. Now that my son is on a different schedule, he's not home for dinner very much. So, or it's very infrequent. So we're ending up with like, okay, from now on, I'm just making smaller amounts of food. So that way we don't, I mean, we never waste it, we always freeze it, but I don't want it taking up too much room of the freezer either. So, and then the dessert thing that I'm gonna make is, I'm gonna do some peanut butter cookies. And then for our hors d'oeuvre, or our snack during the football game, the Packers game, you call it that, but it's really the opposing team's game. I'm gonna make Hasselback bread. Now, if you've never heard of this before, we get potatoes a lot of the times from from the pantry, but you can do it with, I've seen it done with chicken, and I've also seen it done with bread now. So basically, you take a baguette and you slice it, very thin slices, not all the way through, and then you stuff cheese and bacon or ham inside, and season it up really well and bake it. So it's pretty simple that way. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And maybe in the future I'll do Hasselback potato, because these are all things that we usually get from the pantry. We get cheese, we get bacon or ham, you know, so it works out really good for that. Somebody was asking about my pumpkins. These I got a while ago from a grocery store. They have like a section of seasonal things. So this is glass. There's a light inside, and when you turn it on, there's a design. Now you might not be able to see this one as well. It's just a pumpkin patch on here. But the silver one, you can kind of see it a little bit better. It's wheat, it's pictures of wheat on it. So it looks really nice sitting on the table in the dark, and it's LEDs, so I don't know if we can replace the batteries in this or not. It looks like we can. So I guess AAA's, yeah. So they can last for quite a while. But yeah, it's a nice decoration to have because you can use it for Halloween and then Thanksgiving as well. So now let's see what's going to be upcoming. Monday, I'm going to be going to our monthly pantry, and so then, you know, I'll do a post on that. I'll do a short on it probably the first day, and then get to the actual video of it later. And then for Tasty Tuesday, I'm trying to think what we're gonna do for Tasty Tuesday. Oh, tuna noodle casserole. My version of that. And then, yeah, so, I mean, and then typical things during the week, more supplemental hauls and stuff like that. So that's what's upcoming for those things. But I'm really curious, what do you do with your leftover turkey? You know, write that in the comment section. I do have a Christmas giveaway I'm going to do, and if you comment on this video with what you do with your leftovers, you could be a potential winner. So it's just something small, but it'll be nice to have for the holidays. So at any rate, be well, be blessed, know you're taken care of, and have a good weekend. Bye now.